for standards, training, certification, events, even membership. Everything you need to know, SCTE.org.
And when we get into building out ponds, your major components are right here on the screen. It's your OLT. This is an active piece of electronics that really starts the signal. It's the source of the PON network. Generally, it's going to be housed in a central office, data center, head end, point of presence. Today, these are going to be the GPON standard or XGS PON. Those are your two dominantly deployed technologies today. Those are the flavors you can readily buy off the shelf. So your OLT, that generates that optical signal. We take a single strand of fiber optic cable, come out here to our magical splitter. This is a piece of passive gear that, again, does that port replication, if you will. These splitters, though, can be many different shapes and sizes. They can also be different split ratios. You know, I come in with one fiber and then I leave with, it could be 1x2, 1x4. Eventually, though, we want to get it up to 1x32. That's kind of the standard that gets used in North America. But those split ratios can change even beyond that. And I got a slide that'll go through that. So a lot of variation here on the, what that actual product looks like. And then finally, we have a single strand fiber optic cable going out to the home or the small business. That's going to terminate on an ONT, an optical network terminal. Another piece of terminology that you'll hear used out here is an ONU, optical network unit. And that's really, have I learned my PON lingo from the ITU? If you have, you call it an ONT. Or have I learned my PON lingo from the IEEE? If you're IEEE, you're going to call this an ONU. Common terms, or different terms, but the exact same piece of equipment. So don't let the T on the end of that throw you. It may be a U. But that terminates your signal. This is found on the customer prem, and it takes that fiber and typically drops off an Ethernet port. And today that can range anywhere from 1 to 2.5 to 10 gig Ethernet that we're going to hand off to the customer prem. There might be integrated voice ports on here, maybe a video port. ONTs, again, come in all shapes and sizes. So that's your basic PON construction. There's really 4 major components on the screen: your OLT, optical line terminal, your splitter, your ONT or ONU, optical network terminal or optical network unit, and then we can't forget about single mode fiber. Single mode fiber is what makes all this happen. I've been in the business now since, God, I hate to think about this, 1999. And single mode fiber was one of the first things I learned about and the power of it when I got out of college and got into this industry. And without single mode, we would not be here having this conversation today. I don't know what we'd be doing. Hopefully I'd be, maybe on a beach somewhere having a drink, but somebody made single mode fiber and here we are talking about networks. So